Since I was really, really little, as far back as I can remember, I've been absolutely fascinated with consciousness. You know, the big questions. Who am I? What's God? How do I relate to this universe? Who am I in this massive thing going on? Who am I in relationship to you? And I am still, through my early upbringings in Christianity, to 20 years in yogic studies, to getting my PhD now in literally the study of consciousness. What's blowing my mind right now is really diving into shadow work, studying guys like Ken Wilber, Dr. James Hollis, of course, Carl Jung, these pioneers, these heroes of the transpersonal journey, my mentor, Dr. Judith Miller, who has really helped me to see that the shadow isn't just the repressed, ugly side of ourselves. Of course, it has aspects of like these things that we push down, that we don't fit our worldview. We don't want to be that way in the world, but we feel that impetus in us. Sure, that's part of it. And to be in touch with that and to dialogue with that is important. But it's so much more than that. It's also our greatness. It's also what we are afraid of being. And the narratives we tell ourselves to push this down, like I'm too old, I'm not smart enough, I don't have enough time, that's just silly child's play, I have more important things that have to be done in the world than to really know and understand myself. And these narratives, they're so tricky and so subversive. They seem really wise, they seem logical on the surface, but they really are keeping us safe. And they're keeping us safe from what? They're keeping us safe from the absolute magnitude and awesomeness that we are here to express. Nature is trying to push this up through us, and we tell a narrative because we're too scared, or we feel some reason we don't deserve that because of some narrative in our past, or some narrative that we're telling ourselves, so that we don't have to feel failure in our lives. We don't have to feel fear. We don't have to try and fail and fall. But what it's really doing is keeping us from living an absolutely radically awesome life. And so if we turn and look at this shadow and look at what nature is pushing up through us, we can learn so much from this shadow, and doing that type of work and seeing what are these repeated patterns that I keep playing out over and over in my life, and what are those tricky little subversive narratives that are playing in my life that are keeping it down, that are making me stay in my lane, that are keeping me safe. So I encourage you guys to dive into it, learn more about shadow work. You know, if you want to go find somebody that does this type of thing and help, they'll see the patterns for you and they'll help you put it together, and you'll see where you're blocking yourself in your life from living this whole and totally radically complete life. So cool, awesome stuff. I'm going to share some books below. Check it out. Check out some great readings. And I got a little blog you guys can check out on it as well. All right, guys. Peace. We'll talk to you later.